This just shows you we have a lot of people who come to Polacon from Texas, right? It is a lot of people from Texas, but y'all see we have people coming from Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Germany, Spain, UK, Scotland, pretty much all around the US except for right here in the middle. Vancouver.
On this episode of In an Instant, I am here in Denton, Texas, where there is a thriving instant film community. We are familiar with the communities on the West Coast, on the East Coast, the places by large bodies of water, but I have just absolutely loved being ingratiated in this community right here where Polacon is hosted. So why don't we go ahead and meet some of the lovely folks and make this damn place thrive. Let's do it.
The kind of photography that would become part of the human being. Press a button and have the picture.
I'm John Eric Munoz. I'm a member of the Instant Film Society. If you've interacted with someone from Instant Film Society on social media, it was likely me. So Polacon is a 3-day instant film festival. This is year 6 coming up. Past few years have all been in person with the exception of Polacon 5, where we had to go virtual. First day takes place in Dallas. It's typically starts out with the polo walk at the State Fair of Texas. We do a scavenger hunt for that day, and then days 2 and 3 take place in Denton, kind of throughout the city in different locations. We do polo walks, demonstrations, talks, scavenger hunts all weekend. A lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. The swag is too much.
Denton, Texas is a lovely city, soaked with cool spots and a humming artistic atmosphere. But it's still curious that one of the most notable instant film communities could come out of a town a lot of folks outside of Texas haven't heard of. And a lot of credit goes to this guy.
My name is Daniel Rodrigue. I'm one of the co-founders of Instant Film Society and founders of Polacon. I teach journalism, studio photography, darkroom photography, so digital and analog photography. A decade ago now, when Justin and I kind of met and first started chatting, I told him, I was like, hey, okay, like we got to come up with a name, right? People won't, a lot of people won't just go meet up with a bunch of people if there's not like a group or a name. Hence Instant Film Society. We wanted to be a society. We didn't want it to feel like a club where you had to pay membership dues or anything like that. So part of why we started the Instant Film Society was we wanted to have a name that we could do educational events with, that we could, host polo walks. And early on, Justin and I were going around to, schools and doing presentations a little bit more.
Polacon is one of the funnest things I've ever been involved in. It's 3 days of sitting around, meeting great people from all over the country, reconnecting with some folks locally and talking about instant film, taking pictures of each other, looking at some new techniques and what people are experimenting with, and just 3 days of really good kind of community building. So.
Oh, here's that dude. Absolutely vibing on that curb.
Our role in kind of getting this all started was Justin Good and I, this year, it'll be a decade, had the first meetup at the State Fair of Texas. We were just doing that one all-day event, and kind of naturally or organically, people started like, hey, what if we go and do this the day before? What if we do this the day after? And at some point in time on a patio after a walk, everybody sitting around looking at Polaroids, Toby said something to me along the lines of like, y'all should do more things. You should, have more events, do other walks or something else. Maybe we could make it a 2-day thing. And pretty quickly we were able to start using the kind of branding of the world's first 3-day instant film photography convention. In Polacon is a direct result of Toby coming here and kind of pressuring me and some other people like, hey, y'all need to do more things.
I'm Patti.
I'm David. I'm a film shooter, an instant film shooter.
I shoot film and a little bit of instant film as well. We spent the whole year, inside of the house. So when we found out that we were gonna at least go walk around and shoot, it was great.
Yeah, it was good to finally get out of the house and shoot. We'd actually been shooting each other a lot in the house or in the backyard, so it was nice to get to do a couple of polo walks with other people. It's a chance to meet a bunch of other people that are into the same things and experimenting with films and cameras and trying out new stuff.
Polacon and its Instant Film Society continues to grow. with a Bay Area offshoot springing up in Cali, and an increased reach thanks to virtual events that roped in artists from all over the world. While sitting in the town square, going nuts on a cookie dough ice cream cone, I got the impression I could die happy if I was just abandoned in the middle of Denton and never left. There's certainly a spritz of Polaroid magic all over this almost cinematic downtown.
Denton has a good small town vibe, a great arts community, a great creative community, a lot of great music. Probably the second biggest music town in Texas next to Austin. I'll say it probably is arguable, but
You just don't have that constant feel that you're in a big city. It feels like small town USA, even though it's probably a little bit bigger than that.
We got Virginia, Ohio, Illinois, Minnesota.